Hey guys, here's another video covering the quick replacement of this radiator hose coupler, T-joint, T-fitting, whatever you want to call it, on these 2.0 T Wranglers, right, the JLUs. On behalf of Jeep's perspective or end, this is a terrible design. So pretty much you got this little plastic fitting right here, right, which is a huge point of failure on these Wranglers, because it sits right above the turbo. You got the turbo right here. This fitting sits right here, right in between this section here. Now what ends up happening is the following, right? If you look at this radiator hose, we have a broken piece of the T-fitting, or the T-connector, right? This corner right here. And the reason that happens is because you have a piece of plastic sitting right next to the heat shield for the turbo that gets extremely hot under daily driving, daily operation of the vehicle. It's no different than what happens with this right here, with the coolant reservoir, which is also plastic. So the coolant reservoir, right, let's take a look at this. On the bottom here, you can kind of see it here. There's a little elbow right here in the corner, and this elbow, maybe I can get a better view for you guys. So this elbow here, right, it's the same issue. It's also plastic. It's right next to the turbo. You guys can see where the heat shield for the turbo is, the turbo itself. It gets hot. Coolant flows through it, cools it down, gets hot again. Eventually it's going to turn brittle. It's just going to snap. No different than this connector right here. Now luckily there's some aftermarket companies that make an aftermarket replacement part made out of aluminum for the most part, so you can replace the reservoir, the coolant reservoir, for an aluminum one. The fitting on the bottom already comes pre-installed, so it's a one-piece assembly with the aluminum reservoir. And then same with this T-coupler or T-fitting. They sell an aluminum version that you can use on here, so that this issue never happens to you again. Now I'm going to replace this right now with the plastic one, just for the wife, so she can drive her Jeep around. But the problem buying this part from Jeep is you can't buy this part alone. So here's the part number in case you guys need it. We just need this one little coupler, and you have to buy the entire hose. It is what it is. Now moving forward, this is going to be the replacement tank. It's going to go just like this. You use the stock cap, right? This is what I'm talking about. This has that little elbow pre-installed, right? It's one assembly versus that has a plastic fitting. This right here, you should also get this little Y coupler. I'll in the video description, I'll find the part number and put this in there. You can buy that off Amazon or eBay. And where that goes is right here. Replaces this, let me try to zoom in, this little plastic piece right here, which is also another point of failure on these. Essentially what happened on the wife was, he was driving, this burst up here, started leaking coolant all over the engine. And you know that when coolant hits a hot engine, massive amounts of smoke. She thought the car was going on fire. Luckily there's no damage to the engine. She pulled over. I was able to fill it up with coolant and then drive it back to the house so that I can do this install. But yeah, sharing is caring, so there you go guys. I'd replace those parts in advance if you want to be proactive, or if you run into the issue, just go ahead and replace those parts.